All right, welcome to the show, folks. It's good to have you along for the ride here on the B.E.A.R podcast, the podcast where we talk about business right here in Garrett County. I'm really excited about today's guests. They're all about music, relaxing, fun, and so much more. I am, of course, referring the folks right here in the room with me, OMG Relax owners Chris and Randy Anderson. We'll be hearing from them in just a few minutes, but before we get going here, I want to remind everyone that this is a business development podcast endorsed by Garrett County Business Development. It's absolutely free to all businesses, and we'd love to have you on the show. Give me a call. It's 301-334-7281, or you can email me at cnorman@garrettcounty.org. Again, 301-334-7281, or email me at cnorman@garrettcounty.org. One last piece of housekeeping. Any opinions or views that may be shared by the host or the guests on this program do not necessarily reflect that of Garrett County government or Garrett County business development. All right, I think it's time we jump right into the show. I've got these amazing people right here in the room with me. Welcome, Chris and Randy Anderson. Guys, how are you doing today?
Hi, Connor.
Hey, Connor. Good to be here.
I know you guys well. We've had conversations going back. We're friends. But I've got some listeners that want to know all about you. So let's start out with learning about you guys. Tell me about yourselves.
Well, we were born and raised in Montgomery County. The last 30 plus years we lived in Damascus, Maryland, where we owned a cafe for the last 16 years before we moved. It was a music venue that had incredible bands. We had something going on every night of the week. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun. Came out of Randy's head. He's an entrepreneur, and I was just along for the ride, but we had such a good time, and we just love music. We've got two boys. They're 23 and 21 now. They were 4 and 6 when we opened the cafe, so they grew up with music too.
Wow.
The Music Cafe started in August '06, I believe. And it was built and designed for sound and to house wonderful, incredible, big-name bands and musicians. I've played my whole life, and I wanted a place designed for incredible musicians. Also, we meshed that with mouth-watering food and drink, too. We serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We open the cafe early in the morning, and basically Friday and Saturday evenings were the big nights for bands. We did some local acts as well on Wednesdays, and some Tuesdays we'd have solo and duo performers. But Fridays and Saturdays were our bread and butter, wonderful, bringing the community together with music. We had people coming from Northern Virginia all the way to the little dry town of Damascus when we opened up.
I know when I first met you guys and we were talking about the Music Cafe, you know, how many people in our community would just say, oh, I know about the Music Cafe. So you guys were kind of, I would say you were infamous, you know, people knew you from east to the west here in Maryland. So it was exciting to have you guys come here into the community. What kind of bands did you have down there? So you mentioned a little bit. Any big names you want to brag about?
Big names. You know, I mean, Nighthawks have been around since the '70s, so we've had the Nighthawks for 16 years.
Johnny Neal from the Allman
Johnny Neal from the Allman Brothers was on stage with Dave Chappell, actually. Yeah, Sonny Petrowski, wonderful bass player, played with Crack the Sky. Daryl Davis is huge. He's not only an actor but a performer that he plays boogie woogie blues. He's known for doing his piano solos after he throws the blanket over top of the entire keyboard. He was on stage played with B.B. King, Chuck Berry, had Morgan Freeman in his home, and he loved our Rubens. He came for, that's how we met him actually. He was just in love with our Rubens. We met Race McLeod, who is one of my favorites. He's a New Zealand drummer who played with Eva Cassidy and Chuck Brown and Olivia Newton-John. He toured around with Olivia Newton-John as well.
And he lived in Damascus.
And he's a very good friend. I actually wanted to take some drum lessons from him, and after I found out who he was and I was in his basement, my sticks were shaking pretty hard. I couldn't do anything. I was just like, bleh. But anyway, we met some incredible performers. Gary Granger is one that's going to be at this event, who's been on stage with Carlos Santana. He plays in the Paul Reed Smith Band. Tours around the world with Acoustic Alchemy. there was a band that toured around and was formed with Earth, Wind, and Fire. That was their opening band called the Pockets, and Gary Granger was in the Pockets. He has his own signature series bass. Right now, you could buy it in Guitar Center for over $5,000, and he will be
Incredible.
here in Garrett County. So that's just to name a few that I can think of right now. But there's a ton more, and they'd probably get really mad that I didn't say their name. And you only have so long on this podcast, so I'll stop right there. There was incredible performers that we got to meet over the years and become very good friends with.
I'm glad you put that in there because they will be listening to this. So will everybody, and we need to make sure that they're not offended. Thanks for answering that, guys. So it's kind of good to know about the Music Cafe and some of the stuff that you guys had in there. It's incredible to hear your story of the last 16 years with that. So what kind of brought you to Garrett County? Tell me a little bit about your past with coming here. You know, I understand you used to play. You used to have a band that would come up here. You guys would do music. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, Randy's band played up here for 8 summers in a row at Boardwalk and Honey and Black Bear. But before that, both of us, before we even met each other, were coming up here. I mean, I've been coming up here since the 80s. I used to go skiing, had season passes at WISP. And, you know, I came up all the time, summer and winter. And then when we got together, we were coming up together. We brought our kids up here when they were growing up. And we just love Garrett County. We love Deep Creek Lake area. And we wanted to make it our home.
Wow. So what kind of pulled the trigger for you guys when it came to moving to Garrett County?
COVID.
Well, we were in our 16th year of the Music Cafe. And we actually had just we bought all new refrigeration equipment. We bought a new $16,000 espresso machine. We redid the stage and everything. We were happy, and then COVID hit, which closed down the stage for about a year and a half or more. We made it through COVID, but we were kind of done. And we loved Garrett County so much, and we kept coming up. We were looking, and we were thinking, now's if there's one time at all to kick this thing off and get in gear and just do what we really want to finish off our life well, we better do it now. And we did it, and we made the jump. We wanted to do something a little more relaxing. The 16 years in the restaurant industry, the music was wonderful, but 16 years in the restaurant industry was it was trying. It was a 24/7 job, you know what I mean?
Well, especially after COVID.
When we had 2 kids, and after COVID. We made it through COVID, but it was just, it was rough with the stage being dark that long. So we wanted to move up here, and we did something more relaxing, and that's where OMG Relax came in.
I was going to say, you guys love music. You were working with music, which is kind of relaxing to a bit. Sounds like when you're doing all the back work, maybe not so relaxing because all the work you have to put in to make that happen for, your restaurant and, people that are coming in to enjoy the entertainment. So you needed a switch. You came here. Tell me about the transition going from music, high energy, food, restaurant, into OMG Relax, massages, relaxation, relaxing gifts. Tell me about it.
We were going 120 miles an hour, and we slammed into a brick wall, literally. Actually, our son did massage therapy. And
okay.
We loved it. And I've always been a fan of my son and giving me a massage.
And massage chairs.
And massage chairs. We actually had a 25-year-old massage chair that I fell in love with and bought Chris for a present.
Yeah, right.
Years and years ago. But it was still working, knock on wood. And, after the COVID thing, we thought, how in the world could we make a place or invent a place that could people can get an incredible massage without actually having to get oily or disrobe or something like that. And I did a lot of research. There's over 400 massage chairs on the market. Panasonic makes them. Osaki makes them. And when I found Medical Breakthrough, who's been around for about 14 years out of Valencia, California, I found out that they were actually designed. These are chairs that are massage chairs, but they were designed by doctors and chiropractors.
Okay.
They've been used in universities for wounded warriors. So when I found out, my initial thought was I need to get 7 or 10 of these chairs and people would be really happy. But when I found out the price tag on these chairs, we settled for 4. So we have 4 chairs, and they are medical grade, and they do every inch of your body, head to toe. And it's a lot more relaxing.
I will say, sometimes you need that massage experience, like you said, going through the oils, the disrobing. I mean, some people, you just don't want someone touching you. Mm-hmm. However, these chairs are quite incredible. I know that I'm going to put a plug in here for you because I have been in several times. You guys know me. And after a stressful week of radio, of work,
Yes.
Believe it or not, sometimes this job can get, no, kidding. You need to relax. And going down and getting in those chairs, it's just been phenomenal. And, it's not just, focusing on one area. It seems like 5 people are working on you at one time, all over your body.
Correct.
So you said this is a medical breakthrough chair. Chiropractors have been working with this. Doctors work with this. It supports wounded warriors. So have you had any people coming in? Do you have some testimonials from people that have come in? Has this really helped them?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the cherry on the top for us, because at first we thought, people are going to love to come and relax. But there have been people that have come in that have had medical problems that we've really helped them. And it warms our hearts.
Absolutely.
It's something that is, like I say, the cherry on the top of this whole thing. We had a guy come in last summer before last, when we first opened, and he was in so much pain. He had done something to his back. He was worried that his vacation was ruined. He was supposed to go ziplining with the kids, and they had rented a boat. And he came in, and Randy put him in that chair and worked on him, and he left feeling like $1 million. I mean,
wow.
He could reach down and touch his toes where he couldn't before.
He could barely, we saw him get out of his car, and it took him a while to get from the car over the curb. His back was out, literally out.
Wow.
And this guy's a young guy. He works on helicopters in the military. Mm-hmm. And he could not move, and he was almost in tears. We had a local pastor from a huge church around here come in, and we didn't know who he was at all. And he said his back was out, his lower back. And I worked on him in the same chair that I worked the other guy. Mm-hmm. Anyway, he got out of the chair, and he left, and he was taking pictures of the building. And I started thinking, uh-oh, I did something wrong.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to get in trouble.
Bad review inbound.
Even though we have a waiver signed, I'm going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
Anyway, the next Sunday, people started pouring in, and we're like, what's going on? And some of this lady said, Pastor Dave mentioned you, and he mentioned you in the sermon. So I was like, wow. So anyway,
it's a great testimony.
Evidently we helped him, and to make a long story short, now he's our pastor.
Your chairs literally blessed him.
Yeah.
So, and I think what's great is, the affordability behind it too. With massages, they can sometimes be expensive. So this is an affordable option to get worked on by 5 people. So
Yes, right.
Or the equivalent of being worked on by 5
Absolutely.
people. It's fantastic. I can't speak highly enough of the service. Thank you guys for offering that in the area. So you have a gift shop too. Or tell me a little bit about what's in the gift shop.
Well, we try and get things that are really nice, relaxing items, like some crystals and some soaps. We've been buying soaps from a company called Simply You out of Elizabeth, Pennsylvania. And it's another mom and pop. We love supporting mom and pops. So we get stuff from them. We also get Katie Alvarez. We get honey from her, and beeswax candles that she makes. They're wonderful. And elderberry syrup from another local vendor that is at farmers markets, but she sells to us as well. And lather from Wildham Farm, the pig lard that's in this moisturizer is incredible. So we try and use local items, healthy items. Sage, burning sage is something that clears the air, and so we try and do local. If not local, then made in the United States. It's important to us.
Mm-hmm. Well, hearing your story about running the music cafe and the stress that went behind that, I almost can't believe you guys are stressed at all. These are the most relaxing people ever. I mean, they even smell relaxing. I don't know what you guys are wearing, but I mean, I feel like less tense just having you guys in the room with me. So it sounds like they can get relaxing gift items there at the shop,
Right.
year round, right?
Yes.
Oh, excellent. So something for every occasion.
Yes.
A gift that'll suit all needs, probably.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, that's great to hear. All right, so tell us a little bit about your hours, guys. When can we find you down there at the shop?
In the summertime, we're open every day.
Okay.
Basically 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., depending on the appointments that we have.
Mm-hmm.
During the off season, we're usually closed on Monday and Tuesday, but we do take appointments. If people want to come in, we'll meet them.
Excellent.
We're not going to turn anybody away.
Awesome. So they can call you and make an appointment to come in at any time.
Yeah. And appointments are recommended only because if I'd hate for a party of 4 to come in, which I've had happen before, they try to walk in and I've already got people in the chairs. So appointments are definitely recommended.
All right. And now do you guys have a website or a number that somebody can call to go and make that appointment?
Yes. www.omgrelaxdcl.com. That's our website, and there's a place on there to make appointments. Or they can call us at 301-616-6081. And
now, do you guys do bookings, like if someone were to message your Facebook page or something like that? Could they do bookings through there?
We do have that occasionally. Usually it's through the website or phone call. But yeah, we definitely get messages if they're sent through the Facebook page.
So probably the best way is maybe go to the website, call first. If not, hit you up if it is the only option, hit you up on the Facebook page.
Exactly.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. So one more time, give me that website, give me that number.
The number is 301-616-6081, and the website is www.omgrelaxdcl.com.
Fantastic, thank you. So if you're looking for that appointment, you can make one anytime. And it sounds like your doors are going to be open every day this summer where people can come and check out the shop and maybe, if the chairs are available, do a walk-in. Go in and check it out.
Absolutely.
I can't recommend it enough. All right, so let's go back to music for a second. You guys are pioneers. Always trying to do something funky and fresh. Now, I understand you guys have a music festival coming to Garrett County.
We do.
Let's talk about that. Tell me all about it.
The Big Funky Blues Fest on Saturday, August 12th from 10 a.m. till 9 p.m. at night. It's an all-day festival for the entire family. 9 incredible big-name bands will be on the bill. We'll have... in the Quonset huts, and this is at the fairgrounds of Garrett County, by the way. We will have Quonset huts filled with 30 artisans, crafters, vendors. We'll have axe throwing, glass blowing, blacksmithing, tons of food, barbecue, pizza, tacos from Wildham Farm. Liberated Libations will be there. We will have beer and wine, as well as non-alcoholic drinks too. And I think that's about it, right? Tons of desserts.
Zone. Huge kids zone.
I'm sorry, I missed the kids zone. We have the kids zone is probably one of the biggest things.
We're going to have a big gaming trailer that's going to have room for about 20 kids inside if they want to go in and play video games, consoles.
Oh, wow.
It's plush. They're coming from Ellicott City, so...
and that truck is actually stepped up with the Gameplex edition
this
time.
The Gameplex.
So there'll be another 16 outside on the side of the game truck. So state-of-the-art gaming. The truck's been around for a long time. We used it at the last Big Funky Blues Fest in 2019 in Carroll County. And that was a huge, huge hit. So we begged and begged and begged for this truck to drive up this steep mountain, a 3.5-hour drive for him, and he's doing it. And that is included in the ticket price for the kids, which is $20 for the kids.
As well as a moon bounce and a mega obstacle course, inflatable mega obstacle course. And we're going to have 2 face painters, a balloon guy who actually has worked in the White House. He's a magician and makes balloon animals or whatever. But it's going to be a great thing for the whole family.
Absolutely,
so,
an incredible value you've got going on here. You've got music, the family fun zone, you got great food and drinks. Let's drill into that a little more. So you guys sound experienced already. I'm going to say that. Have you guys done this before, or is this brand new?
This we have done definitely before.
Okay, tell me about it.
We had the cafe going, as you know, since 2006, and we housed these wonderful, incredible acts in there. And then we thought, wow, this place is way too small. We need to get bigger and do crazier things. So we would rent out larger venues such as Carroll Arts Center in Westminster, which we've probably had over 20 different shows there. We rented out the Weinberg Center in Frederick, which is huge. We flew in the #1 Led Zeppelin tribute band in the world called Led Zeppelica.
That was awesome.
Which was an amazing show. We flew them up from LA, and it was an amazing event. Went really well. So then we started doing country western bluegrass festivals, and the Big Funky was in 2019.
It was Father's Day 2019.
Yeah. So and we've done large Christmas events where we had Ocean Orchestra, a 9-piece incredible band, come in with bagpipes and do an entire Christmas show with Father Christmas. So we've done it all, whether it's country, western, bluegrass, rock. We've done reggae before with the Pocket Band, which is absolutely amazing. Straight out of Jamaica, T was. He's passed away, unfortunately, but and a good friend. But we've done incredible shows before. And when we came up here to relax a little bit more, well, I guess while we were in the massage chairs relaxing, we kind of got antsy and said, I think we can't leave the music thing alone.
No.
So,
well, the thing is, we wanted to, I'm sorry to interrupt you, we wanted to do the Big Funky Blues Festival every year. I mean, we started in 2019. It was our plan to do it the following year, but then everything came to a halt when COVID happened.
Right.
So we weren't able to do it. So when we got up here, that's when Randy said, you know what, we need to do this.
And I think there's an addiction. When we had the cafe and we had these wonderful bands, and you have to be there to feel it, but the energy that when people are driving to your little venue to see this incredible band, and they're driving from Northern Virginia 2 hours away just to see this band for 2 hours or 3 hours play and perform, watching that excitement, that energy in that room is addicting. And I think that's what I miss, and that's what we miss, right, Chris? Is having people come together, the community come together, local and afar, and just really enjoy themselves and be at ease. And that's, and in this day and age, we need to be at ease. So that's, we're trying to do everything we can to bring community together and make people happy.
Well, from an economic development standpoint, you guys are bringing something that is truly unique to the community. You're opening us up to, and I said pioneers, and I really mean that because, you've really gone through the work to make this happen. Each county is different. The way you did things back towards Damascus, it's different here in Garrett County. So you had different hoops to jump through, but you guys did it again. Yes. And so now we're going to have this. It's going to be the weekend after the fair. Now, I understand you try to tie in nonprofits to benefit from these festivals. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we found out about an organization through a good friend of ours called Camp Caring of Garrett County. And it was started by a young girl, Kaylin Paw, who was a graduate of Southern High School, I think in 2018, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 2019. But she started this camp through the school system, and this year has broken off and started her own nonprofit organization. Camp Caring is a day camp that is run, I think, 2 weeks out of the summer, and it's for cognitively and physically disabled school-age children. Kaylin is in a wheelchair. She has cerebral palsy, and our youngest son, Trevor, has mild cerebral palsy and went through a lot of special ed and things like that. So it was really near and dear to our hearts. So we wanted to benefit them. So a portion of each ticket sale is going to be going to Kaylin and her nonprofit.
That is fantastic. So again, not only are you going for a day of fun and festivities, you're also supporting a nonprofit. And I understand that some of your food vendors are some of the nonprofits that do the fair the week before.
Yes.
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you're bringing them in. What are some of them? Could you name them?
We have Northern Music Boosters. We have Kitzmiller's Lions Club.
Rotary Fries.
We have the famous Rotary Fries.
Oh, nice.
That everybody's like dying for it. Yeah, and then I think there's another one. The funnel cake booth. That one as well. Yep, the funnel cake booth. I forgot which nonprofit that is.
We're going to leave it as funnel cake booth because I can't think of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think maybe Civic Club.
It is. The Junior Women's Civic Club.
So now at the Big Funky Blues Fest, are there going to be vendors? Are there going to be what kind of food? What kind of vendors can we expect?
As far as food, barbecue from Schweitzer's Barbecue.
Oh wow!
Pizza from Brenda's Pizza.
Tacos from Wildham
Farm and Kitzmiller's Lions Club. I believe Kitzmiller's is actually going to be doing some crab cakes as well for us.
Oh, incredible!
Which is wonderful. People are waiting for that. Northern Music Boosters. I think they'll be serving up some hamburgers and hot dogs and stuff. Maybe some grilled cheeses from Kitzmiller's Lions Club as well. Who else is
the Popcorn Factory?
We've got Lakeside Creamery is going to be there. The Popcorn Factory. Chocolate Moonshine is going to be there.
Wow.
They were at one of our festivals before. They are absolutely wonderful. Google Chocolate Moonshine. I dare you. And then we've got the Beef Jerky Experience. We've got, what else? Anything else? I think that's about it on food. I'm stuffed already.
I think that's it. As far as food goes. Oh, Kona Ice.
Kona Shaved Ice. We have Kona Shaved Ice. The travel mug. Amy will be there with the travel mug if somebody wants coffee. Liberated Libations, of course, will be making non-alcoholic drinks. I think that's about it.
All right, so what you're telling me is that I need to bring a big budget that day because I'm going to need to eat every single one of these booths. I'm going to have to stop and load up. So it's going to be a full day for me. So
Absolutely.
Super excited about that. Now, the other vendors, what are some of the artisans? What are some of the people selling there? What are the vendors going to have?
Anything from furniture to Ashby's agates, which are huge. An incredible vendor we've used for years.
Cool, the tie-dye.
We have, I told you, the glass blowing as well by Keen and Bright will be demonstrating. Dwight Yoder will be demonstrating his glass blowing techniques, and they will have stuff for sale as well.
Wow.
And then I believe Jimmy Manis is doing the blacksmithing, which will have some things for sale too. Tons of artisans and crafters. Axe throwing. We've got axe throwing by 4 axes out of, I believe, Frostburg. They will be bringing their axe throwing trailer that people can hop up on. And don't worry, that's not close to the beer garden.
Okay, that's good to know. Yeah. At least we have to have the special bands for both.
Correct.
Make sure your hands are still there.
Well, we did it in front of the pony rides one time before we figured out that wasn't that good.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Good. So there's been some guessing and checking. You guys really have this narrowed down.
Correct. Yes, we do.
It's going to be hard to choose. I want to listen to this incredible music. I also want to go over and have some fun with the vendors, check out what they have. I want to throw some axes. I want to eat this good food. And you want to drop the kids off at the kids zone so they can have a blast while you go and have a blast too. So it's for the adults, it's for the kids. It's going to be a whole well-rounded event.
Absolutely.
Again, and that's happening. What is the date for that again?
That's Saturday, August 12th from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Let's talk about tickets, where they get them, what are they going to cost?
Tickets are through MD Tix, but you can go to the website. The easiest way is not wait until the event because, again, I'll reiterate, they do go up in price. And I want to add also, Connor, that a lot of these performers have performed previously for years at the big, well-known Chesapeake Bay Blues Festival.
Wow.
Which tickets are usually $120 per day for that.
Yeah.
These tickets are $55 for adults. If you wait till the day of, it's $70. So get them now. The easiest way to do that is go on the website at bigfunkybluesfest.com. That's bigfunkybluesfest.com.
Awesome. So they can get their tickets there. You encourage them to get them early. So it's not necessarily an early bird, but it is an early bird. So you get it at the $50 price, which if you boil that down per band, what is the cost there?
It's a little over $6 per band, and you're getting incredible acts, some of them national and some international.
Awesome. So get on out there. Again, it's happening Saturday, August 12th, the weekend after the fair. Tickets are $50. They can go to bigfunkybluesfest.com to buy those tickets.
Correct.
I don't want to use a play on words here, guys, but OMG, what a show. I feel relaxed right here just talking to you guys. I think we went over that a few times. The very smell you guys give off is just relaxing. You guys have to get down and see Chris and Randy at OMG Relax in their shop. They are located in the Fort Complex, right there, right off 219, right next to Short Story Brewing, right next to Cashmere Clothing, right there again in the Fort Complex. You may be familiar with the Fun Zone with Black Bear, but go down there not only for food and drink, but to entertain yourself, relax, check out their gift shop. Also, make sure you find out more information about the Big Funky Blues Fest happening on August 12th there at the fairgrounds. Guys, can we hit our listeners one more time with your contact information for OMG Relax?
It's the phone number for OMG Relax is 301-616-6081, and the website is www.omgrelaxdcl.com.
Come see us, take a load off, come in and relax, sit in the chair, and I think you'll be amazed. A lot of people look at the chairs at first and they think, oh, this is a chair. They're mesmerized when they leave.
Yeah, look at our reviews online too.
Look at the reviews. Give it a try. This is not, I repeat, this is not your average mall chair. Mm-mm. This is not, and I repeat, this is not an airport chair or a mani-pedi chair. This is a medical breakthrough chair. That's the company. medicalbreakthrough.org. You can go on there and look at them. Or you can look at the information on our website at omgrelaxdcl.com too. Give it a try. Come in and take a load off. We got your back at OMG Relax.
I love that.
And we do have some good things coming in the future, some surprises coming, so I'm not going to reveal them right now, but there's going to be some new things coming down the line.
Awesome. So you guys are on social networking too. You're on Facebook, so they can stay tuned or follow you guys on Facebook to find out when these announcements are made. Yep. Keep up with the latest with OMG Relax and the Big Funky Blues Fest, right?
Absolutely.
Correct. Absolutely.
Get your tickets.
Get your tickets now. Don't wait. We will see you at the show.
I'm going to be there. We're going to have a good time, guys, aren't we?
Yeah. Connor, you're going to be the best MC ever.
Oh, they already know I'm going to be involved in everything. I'm not fooling them. All right, with that, folks, thank you so much for listening to the Business Bear podcast. Be sure to follow Garrett County, Maryland Business Development on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn to stay on top of all the latest resources, announcements, and future episodes. Alrighty, folks, this is Connor Norman again, signing off. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you all on the other side.